Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the channel, guys. How is everyone doing? I hope you guys are fine. If you're in Nigeria, I hope you woke up well. I'm also in Nigeria, and this is a beautiful morning. I feel so lucky and blessed to be alive and standing before you to actually give you updates regarding Nigerian Super Eagles. So wherever you're watching from, I've seen people say they are watching from China, not China, Russia, Austria, US, UK, Canada, different locations. So welcome you guys, and as always, appreciate you guys, for tuning in to catch the videos. There are a lot of interesting updates, guys. But let me start with a quick one, which is the fact that the friendly between Nigeria and Argentina has been cancelled. That's the report right now. It was supposed to be played. Was it 26th? Yeah, 26th of March in Los Angeles, but it has now been cancelled. And the reason for this is that the organizers were unable to secure visas for the Nigerian delegates, for our players, the coaching staff, just about the guys that are expected to make the trip. And US visa is really hard. It has complications sometimes. But that's just what it is. Visa issues has been the reason why the friendly has now been cancelled. But Argentina is moving on forward. They now have slated Costa Rica. So instead of playing Nigeria, they will now be playing Costa Rica because Nigeria were unable to sort out the visa, or the organizers were unable to sort out the visa issues for Nigerian delegates. But let me give you the other gist for this video, guys. Mostly good news. We have Super Falcons who have now qualified for the fourth round of the CAF Olympic Women's qualifiers. And of course, we have Stanley Nwabali. We have a new prospective Super Eagles player who has now also declared interest, in joining the Nigerian Super Eagles, Jasper Sylvester. But of course, I'll start with the Nigerian Super Falcons gist. So the Nigerian Super Falcons, obviously, we had qualified obviously we had qualified 1 or 2 days ago, so we were just waiting for the winner between South Africa and Tanzania. And in one of the last videos, I talked about Tanzania almost being out because they lost 3-0 to South Africa. And I also mentioned that they're going to play a match yesterday, a final leg. So that match happened, and South Africa also defeated Tanzania 1-0. So in aggregate, it's 4-0, which means South Africa has now qualified, and they're going to play Nigeria in the next round. Next 2 months, it's slated for 1st of April, and I think 9th of April for the return leg. So that is the update right now. Super Falcons are going to prepare to play South Africa. And this is very, very crucial. It's very important. We have to win this game to, collect one of the 2 tickets available for CAF countries for the Olympics. All right, because technically there's just 2 slots for African countries, and if we win South Africa, after the first and second legs, then obviously we are going to the Olympic. And more updates on that one, guys, in the coming days/weeks. So make sure you're tuned in and that you're subscribed to the channel to get updates like this. So let me leave that one, guys, and let you know that Stanley Nwabali obviously received a really massive ovation when he came back to Chippa United. The fans saw him, they loved him, they celebrated him. And then I was wondering, a few weeks ago, we had rumors about during when we were still playing the AFCON, after we knocked out South Africa, we had rumors like, this guy is being threatened. Even one Super Eagles ex-player actually said that. So it kind of made it seem like it was a legit thing, that he was threatened that he should not return to South Africa. And we were even scared. I was, to be honest, I was scared for Stanley that, why would someone be threatening him not to return back to where he's working, the country that he's working. But obviously, that's not the case. If you saw the reception yesterday that I received, it was a completely opposite thing from being threatened and being welcomed with huge smiles on the face of the fans, and of course the love and this care and the support. Everybody just wanted to take pictures of him. They were just chanting his name, celebrating him. I'm sure he must feel, uh, over the top proof, by that one. And it's just so great to actually see, these players receive these kinds of welcome. It's really a hero's welcome, and I'm really surprised the extent that he received. It shows that Chippa United actually love him, and they value him, his exploits in the AFCON, of course. And generally, you get this feeling from your employers. Then you feel very special. It makes you want to go on the pitch and deliver more. So good one for him. He's now back at Chippa United. He was obviously back for a while. For some of you who might be wondering, I thought Stanley had already gone back, or a long time ago. He was back, but this was like his initial or first sighting or first showing of himself to the fans, to the massive crowd of fans. And of course, it was the first time they actually trained properly with the team. Remember, a few weeks ago, I made a video here where I talked about the fact that he had returned to Chippa United, but he was still with the conditioning coach. So he was not fully shown to the crowd or the fans. You know how when you're playing a home team, that's when you have the opportunity to actually see your fans and interact with them. So that was the situation for him. Stanley also has now started training with Chippa United, and of course, he's going to hope to, start keeping matches for them from this weekend. Hopefully, if everything goes well for him, and of course, we are happy for him. We're glad for him. We wish him all the best. But aside from that, he's also said something. This one is regarding his transfer, and this one concerns the fact that there's been a lot of rumor about a Saudi Arabian club offering Stanley 100 million a week, 70 million a week. We've heard a lot of those things. I've personally read about these things, in the news, in the media. But Stanley has come out to say that none of these things are true. That he is even surprised to see this huge, amount of money, 100 million, thereabouts, that some clubs are willing to pay him down. But Stanley has not said that. No club has contacted him and said that they wanted to pay him 100 million. That this thing is just something that's, equally a shocker to him. That he is also reading it from the media, from the news, and he is wondering, like, wow, I mean, I'm the person, I've not received this thing. Why is the media reporting these things? So Stanley is letting us know that no such deal has come. But of course, we know that he's receiving, suitors and deals from different countries in Europe and of course Saudi Arabia. But of course, he hasn't really received any offer that's up to that 100 million that or 70 million that had been circulating. But leaving the Stanley G's, guys, let me let you know that there's a new kid on the block, who has also now expressed his interest in playing for the Nigerian Super Eagles, and his name is Sylvester Jasper. So Sylvester Jasper is a 22-year-old Nigerian blooded fine midfielder. He currently plays for Patinomenses in the Portuguese Premier Division, and he is eligible to play in Nigeria for the reason that his dad is a Nigerian, but his mother is a Bulgarian, and he was born and brought up in England. So this means that he has the opportunity or the likelihood to play for any of these three countries: Nigeria, Bulgaria, or England. He actually, grew through the ranks of the Fulham under 10, under 15, like that, until he actually started playing for the Portuguese Patinomenses, the first team. But this guy is a prospective, a player. And it's very interesting also because he's a midfielder. And this situation with midfield in Nigeria, we need a lot of midfielders. We need to start scouting lots of midfielders who are creative, who, can create those passes and get our attackers to score goals, who can link our defense and our attack. But this guy has now expressed his interest that he He's not saying that he wants to play for Nigeria yet. He's saying that he feels that he's good enough to actually play for either of Nigeria, through his father, or play for Bulgaria through his mother, or play for England, as the country of his upbringing. But guys, we keep our fingers crossed for that one, and definitely you be rest assured that this guy is a talented kid, and he's doing great things, in Portugal in the midfield. More updates on that, guys, as to whether he decides to play for Nigeria or not. But guys, let me end the video with the last update, which is the fact that there's been a goalkeeping debate here. We know that Okoye has now come out to say that he is interested in coming back to Nigeria if he's called upon. And of course, we already have our goalkeeper that we trust at this moment, Stanley Nwabali. Then we have Uzoho, who was dislodged from the first position. But we also have Otto Okonkwo, who is also one of the latest to declare his interest for Nigeria. So we have like 4 goalkeepers right now up for debate. We have World Cup qualifiers coming up in June, one with South Africa and the other one with Benin. And these guys are up for debate. If you were the coach, I don't know if Osera is going to stay, but he might stay, he might not. But whoever's the coach, or if you were the coach, for example, who would you call among these guys? Which 2 goalkeepers would you call? Or which 3 goalkeepers among Stanley Nwabali, Okoye, Uzoho? Uzoho is probably your last on the list because of his what he did for Super Eagles. He wasn't impressive. And of course, we have Otto Okonkwo. Just guys, leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let's know about this. We now have a lot of goalkeepers showing interest for the Nigerian Super Eagles, and it's something that we'd love to see, obviously, because when you have options, then you have the capacity to actually improve and become better, because you have lots of quality players who are vying for spots. That is the video, guys. Thank you for catching this one, and as always, appreciation goes out to all of you who tune in, taking time from a busy schedule to actually catch this one. And of course, to the subscribers of the channel, thank you guys so much. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so, and I wish you a blessed and productive day today. Have a wonderful one, and stay tuned to the channel.